Hello, this is Mick from Mick's Miniatures, and I put together another short video about using everyday household items in modelling, which can help to save money. And even if they're not saving money, they're very handy tips anyway. I'm calling this video Flashing and Flapping, and it does combine three of my favourite things, which are modelling, saving money, and drinking good red wine. This is the foil which comes from those wines fortunate enough to still have a cork. It's thicker than kitchen tin foil. It cuts easily with scissors or a blade and is very pliable, while it stays strong enough to hold a shape. And the bonus is you get to drink the wine. By definition, you have to open it and take the cork out, and all of a sudden you are able to get on with this marvellous modelling medium. On a slightly less glamorous note, you can also use tomato puree tubes when they're empty, cut open and thoroughly washed. The metal foil is about the same thickness as this. Lead flashing is found on buildings around chimneys and roof joints to make a waterproof seal to keep the weather out. I simply measure the chimney, usually by sight, cut a piece of foil to suit. The thickness of the flashing depends on the scale you're working in. Glue it bright side up. I always use Yoo-hoo glue in one of these very fine tip applicators. I don't think any modeler can be without that. The Yoo-hoo works really well and just give it a minute or two to set. Once it's in place, it's easy to work with, and you can use a pencil to just push it into place, or a blade, and it works marvelously because it's so pliable. Don't worry if it looks a bit battered, because I've never seen perfect flashing in the wild. It can be coloured like this one has been with a soft lead pencil, and that gives a realistic lead appearance. Or you can use some matte grey paint. Lead turns white when it oxidizes, so a little chalk dust makes good weathering, but just go easy on it. Sometimes you'll find that you get white streaks coming down the roof from the oxidization. So much for flashing, and now for flapping. Many public buildings display patriotic flags, but in modelling it's hard to get a realistic motion shape. Flat photographs just won't do. They look like something you'd stick in a sandcastle at the seaside. So if we take a piece of our useful foil, and here's a flag that I downloaded from the internet, and I've printed that off and at an appropriate size. This one would be for 00 or 4mm gauge, and I'm going to glue that onto both sides of the foil, trim it to shape, and we get a flag. So here's the flag glued to both sides of that piece of foil when it's set. Bear in mind, one side of the flag will remain relatively straight because it's going to be attached to a flagpole or similar. And the beauty of this now is that the foil is thick enough to let you bend and twist so that the flag actually looks realistically as though it's flapping in the breeze. It can be a bit heavier if there's a gale, and it will hold that shape. And then it's just a question of fixing your straight side to the pole, and there we have it. I hope that this little video has been of some help or some use, but please remember to drink responsibly and consume tomato puree in sensible amounts. If you've liked this, please give it a few likes on YouTube and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos as I produce them. Thank you very much for watching and have a good day.